For years, you have probably been told that online recurring giving alone are keys to growing consistent giving. But that's not the full story. That way of thinking may not be helpful and may even be wrong. Yes, online giving is convenient. Yes, recurring giving helps. But the data proves that they're not enough to create a true culture of generosity. In fact, most church attendees who want to give more consistently aren't doing it. And it is not because they can't. It's because something crucial is missing. Something that actually makes generosity stick. We spent the last 4 years researching this problem. We teamed up with leading experts in the science of giving, ran a real-world pilot study with 40,000 donors, and uncovered something surprising. Consistent giving isn't driven solely by online platforms and recurring donations. Don't get me wrong, all these things matter, but they aren't enough by themselves. Our research revealed an unexpected factor that sparked a major shift in giving. And it wasn't financial ability. What we discovered challenged conventional wisdom and everything we thought we knew about church giving. The results are too big to ignore. In this video, I will share the biggest myths about increasing generosity. The one factor that inspired donors to give 9 more times per year and almost $1,300 more without ever being asked. And how one surprising habit-building strategy changed everything. Most churches rely on the same playbook to increase giving, provide online giving options, promote recurring giving, and teach on faith and stewardship according to their theological views. While these 3 elements are critical to include in any strategy, they don't, by themselves, solve the real problem. A report from Nucleus found that in most churches, 20% of donors account for 70% of all giving. This means 80% of the giving community is not significantly moved by online giving, recurring giving, and even the teaching on stewardship. But here's where it gets even more interesting. In 2022, we surveyed 2,000 donors to understand their views on giving. Over 70% said giving is a core part of their faith. And 95% said that they want to give at least once per month. Unfortunately, the data also shows only 18% of donors give at least monthly, and that includes those using online and recurring giving. So the desire to give consistently is there, thanks to the guidance and inspiration of faith leaders and pastors like you. But something is getting in the way. We had to ask, why are donors not more consistent? And more importantly, how do you activate the other 80% of the giving community? Based on the research, we developed Champions of Good, a hyper-personalized experience within the Givelify app designed to reinforce positive giving habits. We validated our research with a 1-year pilot study of Champions of Good with 2,000 donors. One half of the donors continued giving as they always had. However, we introduced the other half to Champions of Good. We saw immediate impact so compelling that we expanded the study to 40,000 donors the following year to test our innovation at scale. Before we dive deeper into the results, let's explore 3 components of Champions of Good and how they use 5 science-backed factors to build habits. The first element of Champions of Good are tiered badges: silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. Donors receive a badge level based on how often they want to give. The badges work due to the goal gradient effect. Research shows that when people see themselves getting closer to a goal, they're more motivated to finish. As one donor put it, "I am genuinely motivated. I will be a diamond before the end of the year." The badges also provide a level of personal recognition and celebration, helping make the donor feel seen and valued for their growth in consistent giving. The second component of Champions of Good helps build consistency. To build on the goal setting of the badges, we added monthly progress tracking to help donors stay on pace with their giving. The feature taps into consistency bias. That is, the idea that once people start a habit, they instinctively want to keep it going. The third component of Champions of Good, but a source of the biggest shift, is a simple year-over-year reflection. Each donor could see how their generosity compared to the previous year, leading to more giving. When people reflect on their past generosity, they are more likely to give again. So let's recap the 5 science-backed factors Champions of Good uses to build and sustain habits. 1. When people feel seen and valued, they're more likely to stay committed to an action. 2. Just like exercising or saving money, repeated behaviors become easier over time. Streaks and gentle reminders help sustain progress. 3. Real-time feedback reinforces habits by making growth visible and measurable. 4. The closer people get to achieving a goal, the harder they work to reach it. And 5. Reflecting on past actions strengthens the connection to long-term goals, increasing the likelihood of maintaining habits. For people of faith, generosity just isn't about the numbers. It's about exercising their faithfulness and seeing their impact grow over time. So, what do we learn from our extended pilot study on Champions of Good? One of the participants described it well. It's like having a personal fitness coach, but for your giving journey, encouraging you to stay faithful. And the results showed that she was not alone in her experience. 2 out of 3 donors that participated in Champions of Good gave more frequently. On average, they gave 9 more times per year. And those who increased their giving contributed an extra $1,300 annually. Here's what's most important. They increased their giving voluntarily, inspired by their own progress. We also noticed something else, something even bigger. People weren't just giving more, they were excited to give. We started seeing post after post on social media. One donor in particular shared, "Within 2 months, I hit the platinum level on Givelify. I made a vow to God to be consistent in my tithing and giving and offering, and He has been blessing. I love my church. Diamond level is next." The post was flooded with comments like, "I'm 6 contributions away from diamond," and "I just checked mine. I'm also diamond." And another was, "The diamond level is my portion by year's end." This got us thinking, can we take this even further? What if we can automate and scale the principles that make generosity stick? That's exactly where artificial intelligence, or AI, comes in. By using AI, we can identify giving patterns and offer nudges to reinforce habits. We can personalize appreciation so that every giver feels valued, and even predict giving trends so churches can be proactive instead of reactive. And this is just the beginning. What we've seen through Champions of Good is a complete shift in how people experience generosity. People aren't just giving more, they're celebrating their giving. They're celebrating other people's giving. They're encouraging each other. Most importantly, they're building habits that help them grow in their faith. If you stayed with me thus far in the video, thank you. But here's my question for you. What would it look like if every member of your church had a deeper, more consistent relationship with giving? Imagine the impact. More ministries fully funded, more outreach, more lives changed. That's exactly what Champions of Good was designed to do. Givelify is the only giving app designed to help people of faith, like your members and visitors, stay consistent in their generosity, deepening their spiritual journey, and grow your congregation's donations. Join over 70,000 organizations growing with Givelify. Visit givelify.com today to get started. If you're still questioning or believe all giving apps are the same, I would love to continue the conversation. Apps like Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal may seem simple, but behind the scenes, fees, security risks, and administrative burdens could be costing your church in ways you never expected. Watch this video to find out what they don't tell you and how to ensure your giving platform is truly serving your ministry.